now time for the first of our men's semi-finals here at the 2023 CT1 WDF Lakeside World Championship. And we welcome to the stage, first of all, the former Lithuanian Open and Sweden Open champion from Sweden, strongman Dennis Nilsson. We now welcome to the stage the WDF World #1, the reigning Australian Darts Open champion from Belgium, the beast from the East, Andy Bartens.
What a belting semi-final we have in prospect between the much-fancied pre-tournament favourite Andy Bartens and the outsider and surprise package in Dennis Nilsson. Bartens has looked pretty unflappable in his 3 games so far, dispatching Sebastian Białecki and Gary Stone. He was put under a bit of pressure by Johnny Tata of New Zealand yesterday. He went 3 sets up. Tata won the next 2, but Bartens ultimately showed his class to prevail with a 4-2 victory. He has been very, very consistent with averages of 94, 94 and 93. That is his MO. That is where he plays his best darts, and that is why he is an 8-time WDF champion this year. The man to beat, the #1 seed. But Dennis Nilsson has incrementally improved, and we've seen lots of different performances from him. Average of 75 in beating Jordan Brooks. He then beat James Hurrell in a 3-2 thriller. The average climbed way up to 90 in a 3-1 win against Alexander Merckx. And yesterday against Wesley Pleisier, 97.44, the best average of the tournament so far. And if he continues to improve, then he's certainly got a huge chance against the #1 man. Scott Mitchell is with me in the commentary position. And Scott, I'll begin with Dennis because you know him very well. He's a good friend of yours. Not many people expected him to get to this stage of the tournament, but he's getting better as it's wearing on. And normally we start to see fatigue setting in at this stage, but he still looks really, really fresh.
Yeah, he does. And like I said, it's a contrast of 2 styles, and it's, without trying to coin a pun, he's not got a style that is too energy sapping, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, he plays deliberately. He's not a slow player, but he's not the sort of player who is going to get drawn into changing his rhythm. He goes up there, plays his game at his speed. He's not going to throw quicker because Bartens is a quicker thrower than him, and that's why he's been so difficult to deal with.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this is whether Andy can handle this slower pace. I think he's experienced enough to handle it now. And like I say, we can look at averages and stats all day long, but this is a position where that's not the case. This is a semi-final of a World Championships. Everything that's gone before goes out the window. It's all about performing well, getting to your 5 sets, and making sure you win the game. I wouldn't worry if I won this with a 71 average and made the final. Just 1, because I'd be in the final, and 2, there's a slight matter of £10,000 difference in the prize money from going from a semi-final to the final. So if you want to put some bunts on it, it's a 10 grand game for these guys, and that makes a difference to anybody's life.
And it is a 60 finish that makes the first bit of difference in this game. Bartens winning leg 1 and breaking the throw as well.
What a lovely camera shot that is from up on the balcony across 100. A really, really busy Lakeside on this Saturday semi-finals afternoon.
And it's going to get even busier tonight.
60.
If you are watching now and you're planning to come down, I think a word of advice would be, if you do want fancy dress, make sure it's loose and there aren't too many layers, because it's going to get hot.
134.
It's extremely warm in here already today, and that's why I've gone jacketless today. It was extremely warm in here last night as it hotted up towards the end of the evening. Do you know, I think this has slowed Andy down a little bit, you know, and made him a little bit more deliberate. And he's having success here early doors. We've seen those interviews where he says he's feeling totally comfortable at being the favourite here.
97.
He's now feeling that he is the best player in the room. With Neil Duff gone as well, you have to say he's
54.
probably the red-hot favourite, even more so now.
Yeah, there's only one former champion in the four-strong semi-final field. Ella Clarkson will face Chris Lambman to conclude the evening's action. And then we'll know our final lineups. Well, he's shone on tops this week, but that's a chance gone and an opportunity for Nilsson to break back. Has to find treble 18 to get a go at the bull.
And these are the shots he was finding a dart 56. Yesterday. These were the shots that he was able to worry his opponent. He's waited for a mistake and he's got one.
68.
You now feel that this one has to go. He's going to get one dart, double 16. And he was fantastic on that yesterday. I love the way he does it, I really do.
Yeah, it's the classic strongman flex as he celebrates a winning leg.
One thing for sure, this game will not pass Dennis Nilsson by. He will enjoy every moment of it, win or lose it. That's the type of character he is.
100.
Even extraterrestrial beings are here at Lakeside today.
100.
Now we're just waiting for the darts from outer space.
And there'd be no surprise if they were produced here. You're right, though, about Dennis Nilsson coming up on the stage and just 81. Enjoying himself. I think the context and the situation of the game plays more into that, because looking at the rankings, Barton's is number 1 on the list. Dennis Nilsson down at number 50.
60.
Few people expect him to win. There's a very nervous Steph, that's Andy's girlfriend, watches on.
100.
The reason why he's number 1 is because he's
100.
Put total commitment into the WDF Tour this year, winning 8 titles, the biggest of which came down under, beating Neil Duff in the Australian Darts Open final, accruing 270 ranking points because it is a platinum event.
140. Then you should require 80.
Wonder who's more nervous, Steph or Jackie?
Yeah, Jackie did look a little nervous there, didn't he? Tops for Nilsson.
Game 7, the third leg.
Dennis Nilsson is here to play. He's not overawed by the challenge.
Say his pace will not change. It's whether
78.
It starts to frustrate Bartons if he gets behind. We're very early doors here.
85.
Both players hoping to do the business for their countries as well. We've never seen a Belgian player or a Swedish player get to the final in the Lakeside
99.
tournament.
It's good for the tournament. It's good for World Darts. WDF ranking system and the way it's set up really coming into play here this week. 22 different
45.
nations represented here at the WDF World Championship.